It all begins at Pellington High School. A basketball game is underway. The crowd is loud, the energy is electric, and star athlete Mason Raymore, known to everyone as Horse, is having the game of his life. But then something changes. Horse sees something in the crowd. A figure so noir, dark, burned, wrapped in smoke and fire, moving toward him through the crowd like it knows exactly where he is, like it has always known. His teammates pull him away. Horse runs to the locker room in panic. He finds an ancient skull-shaped object in his locker. Terrified, he smashes it against the wall, hoping to make it stop. And for a moment, it seems to work. He goes to shower, relieved. Then the burned figure appears again. It shoves its hand directly into Horse's chest, and Mason Raymore spontaneously combusts, right there in the locker room. No explanation, no warning, just gone. And the whistle is still there, waiting at Pellington High. A student Chrysanthemum Willett, Chris for short. She's a misfit, an outsider, someone carrying a past she doesn't talk about. Rumors swirl around her that she was a junkie, that she overdosed, that she killed her father. Chris ignores all of it and tries to start fresh. She's assigned a locker, Mason's old locker, and inside that locker, she finds something. A small skull-shaped whistle, ancient, dark, strange markings carved into its surface. Chris doesn't know what it is. She turns it over in her hands, and then out of pure curiosity, she blows it. The sound that comes out is unlike anything she has ever heard. Not a whistle, not music. Something between a scream and a shriek. Something that doesn't belong in this world, and in that single moment, something ancient is awakened. Chris is soon provoked by Dean, the arrogant jock who treats Mason's old locker like sacred territory. The confrontation lands both of them in detention with their teacher, Mr. Craven. Along with them in detention are Rel, Chris's cousin, quiet but loyal; Grace, Dean's girlfriend, beautiful and popular; and Ellie, a calm, sharp girl with diabetes who immediately catches Chris's attention. During detention, Dean grabs the whistle from Chris. He blows it to mock her. The same terrible sound fills the room. Now 3 people have heard it: Chris, Dean, and anyone else in that room who was listening. Mr. Craven confiscates the whistle after detention. He examines it alone in his classroom, and out of curiosity, he blows it too. The sound echoes through the empty classroom, and somewhere in the darkness, something starts moving toward him. That same night, Rel sneaks back into the school and steals the whistle from Mr. Craven's desk. He has no idea what he has just taken. None of them do. Chris and Ellie begin to investigate. They search for answers about the whistle and what it does. They find Mason's grandmother, an old woman named Ivy. Ivy is an occult collector, someone who has spent her life studying dark artifacts. And when she sees the whistle, her face goes pale. She tells them the truth. The whistle is an ancient Aztec death whistle, inscribed with the words, "Summon your death." Anyone who hears its sound is marked. Their future death, the exact way they were always destined to die, is summoned into the present, personified into a physical being, a specter shaped like the victim's own future self, twisted, corrupted, unstoppable, and it hunts them down until it finishes the job. The whistle doesn't care if you meant to blow it. It doesn't care if you are innocent. Once the sound is made, the contract is signed. Now Chris understands what is coming, and she desperately tries to warn the others, but it is already too late for Grace. There is a pool party. Friends laughing, music playing, the sun going down. Everything seems normal on the surface. Grace is soaking in the pool, relaxed, happy, surrounded by people. Then the air changes. The water goes cold, and at the edge of the pool, a figure appears, hunched, ancient, covered in wrinkles so deep they look like wounds, moving toward Grace with slow, deliberate steps. Grace stares at the figure, and she realizes it is her, an ancient, dying version of herself. Now there is no pretending, no going back to normal. Dean spirals into grief and denial. He drinks, he drives, he takes every risk imaginable. His father warns him constantly. Drinking and driving will be the death of you. Dean laughs it off, until the night his own death comes for him. A specter that looks like a future version of himself. Drunk, broken, behind the wheel, Dean dies in a violent crash, because that was always how it was going to end for him. The whistle just made sure it happened now. Chris and Ellie are running out of time. With Ivy dying on her deathbed, she reveals one final piece of information. There is a way to break the curse. You must mark another person,